YouTube friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, my name is Charlotte. I'm 22 years old. I am an online fitness coach, a content creator, and a bodybuilder. As of today, I am exactly 7 weeks and 1 day out from my figure bodybuilding debut. And today's video is gonna be all about my favorite thing, food. So I had my check-ins with Georgia yesterday. We check in twice a week, and to keep it kind of short and sweet, we are crushing my prep so hard. I am still coming in so nicely. We're peeling me out, still slowly but surely shaving off that body fat, but also building / holding tissue where we need to. Not to jinx anything, but my body could not be responding more perfectly to everything we have done in my protocol. And so based on yesterday's check-in, coach decided that this weekend we're doing not 1, but 2 refeeds. So basically, we've got a double whammy refeed weekend going down, and I'm excited about it, especially because today's refeed, one of my meals is like fun off meal, which you'll see later. It's a secret until the time comes. But yeah, that's the vibe today. I'm gonna be eating good, taking you through it, yapping along the way, of course, because clearly that's my favorite thing to do. I'm definitely excited to see how my body, digests the refeeds and how it responds to it. Because when you're on prep like this, everything is like very, very intentional to you, to your body. And so far, it's been like so cool just to see my body change, sometimes day to day, always week to week. Like genuinely, I felt so far like every week that I've brought like a totally different look. Like I'm just looking more and more figure. Obviously, I'm leaning out. It's just really cool to see. So I'm excited. So far, this is my 5th? Yeah, this is my 5th weekend in a row getting a refeed. If that tells you anything about how freaking good we've been coasting me in. And so far, all of them have digested beautifully. They've given me the nastiest, most epic pump. They bring some life back to my muscles because, like right now I'm pretty flat. I've been in this deficit for a while. Not that I'm even in a crazy deficit. Like my deficit and cardio are both very mild so far, which me and, my metabolism, my genetics are just fortunate in that manner. But yeah, moral of the story, I'm getting a bunch of food these next 2 days, and so I'm gonna show you guys. Currently about to go to the gym, hit legs. And you all know we do not train on an empty stomach. So it is time for double whammy refeed weekend meal number 1. All right, now if you are a regular here on my channel or really any of my platforms, then you know exactly what's going down here. We know her, we love her. It is bloat bowl time. For those of you that might be new here, the bloat bowl is a yummy, delicious, balanced, high carb, pre-workout meal invented by my muse, my president, my best friend, Gianna. And before you ask, it's just called bloat bowl because it's funny. Like it's just a pre-workout meal that Gianna came up with in her off season, and she called it a bloat bowl because it's funny. And we've all just kind of stuck to using that term, which I think is so cute. We're going in strong with our Rice Krispie cereal. You can really use any like grain crunchy cereal that you like. I just weighed out 60 grams of that. For reference, on a normal day, I get 40 grams. We've got a mega bloat bowl today, and I'm excited. As silly as it sounds, this is probably my favorite meal of the day. Like, it's so good. And you know why it's so good? This right here. Sledge farm-fed peanut butter and honey protein, the greatest of all time. Holy grail, best protein ever. I would sell my firstborn child for it. It's literally so good. Like, don't get me wrong, Sledge, all of their protein is good, especially the farm-fed. Every single flavor, fire. Even the Way More. I haven't had all of them yet, but the ones that I have had, fire. And I know that people probably think that I'm just like being biased a lot of the time because I work with this brand, but like I left my previous brand and started using Sledge products like before I was ever even in talks with them. Like, and not to mention, I just wouldn't be partnered with a company or using, let alone promoting products that I don't genuinely like and believe in and use. You never have to worry about that with me. You're always safe here, kitten. Yeah, I would never steer you guys wrong. But I've got 30 grams of protein powder in here, which is about a scoop. I'm only really weighing it out because your girl's on prep, which you know. Now that I have my protein powder in the cup, we're gonna make our protein whey drip, and this is where everyone messes it up, so listen when I say this. You can always add more water. But once it's in there, you're either gonna have to start over if you put too much or suck it up and have a soggy bowl, and nobody wants a soggy bloat bowl. Start small, add water little by little, and we're gonna make a thick, sticky, delicious, almond buttery concoction. Like, you're probably gonna think it's not enough water when you first start stirring because that's how thick it's gonna be, but trust the process. Put some elbow work in there and it's gonna be perfect. I actually got like the perfect consistency on the first try here, which doesn't always happen, but what can I say? I'm perfecting my craft. Well, actually, I'm gonna add like the tiniest splash more in here just because I have a lot more rice. Well, cereal, rice cereal. And I wanna make sure that it's like loose enough to really spread all throughout. So I'm gonna add literally just like the teeny tiniest splash more. Put a little bit more elbow work in. This is looking very promising. Then once we have that mixed up, it's going right into our bloat bowl. Look how thick and delicious. Wow. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm goated. Like, I get so excited about this meal, and like the last bite feels like a divorce. And then I just yearn all day for my next bloat bowl. Scrape it out because we don't waste our whey drip. Yeah. I also want the record to show that even if I wasn't on prep, like if I was peak bulk, it would not matter. I would still be scraping this out because it's just that good. Wow. The things I'm gonna do with whey drip after show, like literally such a simple good snack would be like whey drip with apples and like some Hue chocolate. Bro, I feel like I've talked about that exact thing, but like it really is the little things that I find myself like missing the most in prep. Bananas and like dates. Oh my God, dates with like this and chocolate. Bro, that's gonna go crazy. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, whey drip is done and she is perfect. So now let's put on our final touches. I get 10 grams of almond butter per my meal plan. That's the normal amount that I always get. No change there for the refeed. Pop that right in. That's another thing too. After prep, I'm excited to be able to just like do more with this. Like, I feel like if I added in, you know, like a little Greek yogurt, or like if I tried like a different base cereal. I know Ariel uses the like Lovebird cereal, which looks really good. I always see it in Whole Foods, so like I kind of want to try that one. I'm just so excited to be like creative with food post-show, because like I said, food is like my favorite thing. Like, I'm a foodie at heart. All I'm saying is prepare to be sick of me and my food content after I compete. That was the cherry on top of my bloat bowl, 10 grams of honey. Let me show you. Yikes, that was almost catastrophic. All right, let's get this bad boy combined. Yeah, definitely glad that I added a little bit more water because it's still a pretty thick boy today, but it's gonna be delicious, don't you worry. All right, first bite. Yeah, that just hits the spot, man. Oh, that was a big bite too. Okay, I am gonna finish up my bloat bowl, go hit a lift. I'll be picking this back up for meal 2. All right guys, I just got back from the gym, so that means we're having our second meal of the day, our post-training meal. I was gonna film myself like making it, but we are a bit behind schedule. I had to stop at Whole Foods on my way home because I was out of turkey bacon, so grocery trip could not wait. Filming just makes everything take longer, so did not feel like filming the cooking process, but luckily I get another refeed tomorrow that is also going in this video, so I will film it tomorrow. This is the meal. So I get this meal every day regardless of a refeed. This one just didn't change today. It's a gluten-free bagel, specifically Canyon Bakehouse is the brand that I like. And then we've got 1 whole egg, 100 grams of liquid egg white, and 2 slices of turkey bacon. And what I do is I like cook the egg whites into like little patties kind of. I don't know, but I separate the egg whites from the yolk. That way I can pop the yolk all over the whole sandwich and the deliciousness goes everywhere. And then a recent addition to my meals has been NuSauce. Gianna and James introduced me to this and it's literally life-changing. 1 tablespoon only has 5 calories, which is so awesome. And I'm obsessed with this flavor specifically, sriracha maple. It's so good. Like I thought that this meal couldn't get any better and it did. Big breakfast girl here, by the way, if you didn't already know that about me. As of filming this right now, it's not set in stone, but rumor has it there's gonna be a new code Charlotte soon. Hopefully that'll be like confirmed by tomorrow and I can just throw that confirmation in the video tomorrow. We shall see. So yeah, I also have this on this sandwich and it's so good. All right, let's take our first bite together. That first bite when you're like so hungry, it just always hits so different. All right, like I said, I am just a little bit behind on the day, but not too bad, nothing I can't work with here. So I'm gonna go ahead and inhale this, and then got some client work and stuff to take care of today, of course. I'll be picking this back up for meal 3 of our double whammy refeed weekend, day 1. Hello again, YouTube. I finished up my client check-ins for the day, so now I'm having my meal 3. I have like a leaning tower of potatoes going on there. Perfect. So with meal 3, I always get white potato, zucchini, and hummus fit grilled chicken. Normally I get 210 grams of white potato, but for my refeed today I'm getting 300, quite a bit, and I think I'm gonna make them into like French fry kind of vibes. Normally I will cube up my potatoes, but we're gonna have fun with it today. YoungLA actually gifted all of us athletes these nice knives and cutting board for Christmas last year, and I literally use it like every single day, so we love them. Almost there. 290. So just add like, I don't know. Wow, I got that perfectly to 300. Okay. Potatoes are cut up and weighed out. Now I also need my zucchini. I get 100 grams of this with this meal. I say I get, but really I'm forced to have it. We do what coach says, and I will admit my digestion has been really good. And I've also figured out my perfect recipe to make them where I actually like them. I always get hate though because I definitely burn them, but they're good when they're like crispy and crunchy. I also normally already have like all of this cut up and ready to go, but today is actually a prep day, it seems, which just means that I ran out. I actually will also be cutting up all of these while the potatoes cook, while the potatoes and the zucchini cook, I should say. And then what I do with these is I take my avocado oil spray, give them a spritz, and give it a shake. And then I've been rocking with this garlic parmesan seasoning from Weber. It makes my house smell like pizza deliciousness, and it makes the potatoes and the zucchini taste really good. It's definitely like a French fry seasoning vibe too, so like checks out. Perfect. Been keeping my cooking methods very simple. Just gonna dump these onto my air fryer tray. Spread it all out so that it's all flat. There's a lot of seasoning on my fingers right now and I want to move the camera. Okay, and yeah, this is just gonna go into the air fryer. I've got that on 400 degrees. It's set for 22 minutes, which I know is like a totally random number, but that's just what I've been doing and things seem to come out fine. So, yep, that's gonna cook. I'm gonna prep my zooks and I will be back. Okay, I have done my zucchini prepping. The potatoes and zucchini for this meal are almost done in the air fryer. So I'm gonna get my chicken together. I get 4 ounces of the Hummus Fit grilled chicken. They do also have the like Chipotle grilled chicken and the kebab chicken that are both competition approved. I like to get just plain, that way I can like do whatever I want with it. Sometimes it smells awfully chickeny, but it's okay. I've never been like actually icked out by a food. Like if I like something, I like it. I've talked about this before, like the egg ick could never be me. Could eat eggs quite literally every meal, but then I'd be farting. Perfect. Okay, I heated up my chicken in the microwave. Now I'm getting my potatoes and zucchini. I'm just gonna use my fingers. It's gonna be a lot easier for me. These came out like perfect. Wow, this is so much potato. All right, now some more seasonings and sauces come into play because why would we neglect ourselves of flavor when we don't have to? This is another one that I've been using like literally constantly. It's Flavor God Ranch. I've definitely talked about this before. I love ranch so much. And obviously I can't have it on prep. Well, I can't usually have it on prep. Hint, hint about my next meal. But yeah, so this has been my best friend. And I'm just gonna put that on the chicken. Now, normally I eat this meal like in a bowl, just all mixed up together. But today I wanted to give myself the option to like dip because I made fries. I'm using NuSauce again. This time I'm using the black truffle though. Also, while I was doing my client check-ins, I was emailing with NuSauce as well and confirmed by the time this video comes out, code Charlotte will be live to save. I think it's, is it 10 or 15%? Please hold. I think it's 10%. Code Charlotte, weighed out a tablespoon of that. Because I'm on prep and it is 5 calories, I weigh it out. But like, if I wasn't on prep, I obviously wouldn't weigh this out. But yeah, here is what we're working with for double whammy refeed weekend, day 1, meal 3. Let me test my work here. Yup. The black truffle sauce is fire. This is actually my first time trying this one. I like that. It's like, I don't know. It's like, got a little bit of a kick to it, but I wouldn't say it's like spicy. But I also like spicy, so my heat tolerance is higher than others. It's definitely like, it's got a strong flavor, but like in a good way. I've also never really had truffle, so maybe that's what I'm tasting. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this up. My next meal is my fun meal of today's refeed, so stay tuned. Okay guys, I just got back home. I just went and picked up my meal 4 of double whammy refeed weekend, day 1. I don't know why I coined such a long term here, but the reveal. Freaking Jersey Mike's. I am so excited right now. So for today's refeed, Georgia wanted to up both my carbs and my fats, which we've done before. For that meal, when we did this before, we did a burger, and she had written a burger for this one at first, but I decided to shoot my shot. And I asked, like, what are the odds that I could have this? And she said yes. And I'm so excited. It's my favorite sandwich, the one that I get every time, the chicken bacon ranch. No lettuce, no tomato, because I'm picky. Whatever. This is about to be So amazing. I have to take a picture of it first, actually. Okay, it's time for our first bite. That was a big bite. I don't even have the words to describe how delicious that is right now. Wow. If you'll please excuse me, I'm gonna go eat that. I'm also having a Zevia. I have one of these like every day, they're so good. All right guys, that quite literally hit the freaking spot. It was literally so good. And I don't feel like overly bloated or anything, so all good signs. And now we are having our 5th and final meal of double whammy refeed weekend day 1. This is my little nightly sweet treat, so I'm gonna show you how I make it nice and perfect. Starting with my cream of rice. Elev8, you can use code Charlotte to save. It's literally so good, just wait. You're gonna see, it's like cake. So normally I get 40 grams of cream of rice, but tonight I get 60. Oh, that's embarrassing. Almost there. And then to that, I'm gonna add about a 1-to-3 ratio's worth of water, so about 180 milliliters or a little less. Just need a little bit more. 179. I very specifically like to use a hand mixer to mix this up. I just feel like that's the best way to get it really combined, or you could use like a regular whisk. And now this is gonna go into the microwave for like 60, 70 seconds. Okay, I actually ended up letting that go for about 90 seconds just to let it thicken up a little more. And now I'm going in with a fork and I'm really gonna smooth everything out, combine it nicely. Because right now it's kind of like half chunky, half watery. So use some elbow grease and I'm gonna get it to be all nice and combined. Tastes so good. Okay, it's a bit liquidy, so I can't tilt it too much. Basically, it's all nice and together again. And then with my normal portion, I would put it back in for like 30 seconds, so I'll probably do like 45 to 60 right now. And while that's in the microwave, I'm gonna weigh out 15 grams of protein powder. Once again, Axe and Sledge farm fed. This time I'm using the Elf limited edition white chocolate spice. You unfortunately probably can't try this flavor combo. The good news is that literally like any Elev8 cream of rice flavor plus any Axe and Sledge flavor goes crazy. As I was saying, I have like 5 or 6 flavors of each thing. I'm always doing a different one. Well, not always, but I have a lot of options and I use them. And they've all been good so far. Okay, so this is looking more thick now. And what we're gonna do, also keep in mind, I'm only using like only half a scoop because that's what my meal plan calls for, but like I would probably normally use a full scoop. So here's my protein powder. I'm gonna take like maybe a quarter of it, just a little bit of it, and put that in here. We're gonna mix that up nice and good. Nice and thick though, all together. And then I'm gonna put this back in the microwave, believe it or not, for, it's already looking pretty thick. 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I know that sounds crazy, sounds like a long time, but just wait till you see how it comes out. While that's in the microwave, we're gonna add the smallest bit of water to this protein powder, like the smallest bit that you possibly can. And then we're gonna mix that up, and it's hopefully gonna be a thick, sticky, almond buttery consistency kind of whey drip. And it's gonna be delicious, and we're gonna drizzle it on top of the cream of rice. I literally held down the water button on my fridge for like not even half a second. But it's come out perfectly, which you will see. Okay, it just came out of the microwave. It's literally like totally solid. It's basically cake. Ugh. Like, that's perfect. Giving you guys a little aesthetic moment. Well, I'm trying my best. It's literally cake, guys. No, like, I'm not kidding when I say. Cheers. You guys don't understand how good that is. Remember, if you want to give it a try, code Charlotte saves on both Accent Sledge and Elev8 Cream of Rice. That concludes our double whammy refeed weekend, day one, full day of eating. I am gonna take my time with that one. I'm gonna go lay down, maybe put on a show or a movie or something, enjoy it, and then I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna send my coach my weigh-in, my beloved Georgia, and she's gonna give me tomorrow's refeed meal plan. Good night, YouTubers. I will see you in the morning. Good morning, my YouTube friends. We are back for day 2 of our double whammy refeed weekend. So I am at the gym, you can't tell. I just did my fasted cardio and now, oh my God, things are falling. Now we're gonna have our mobile bloat bowl. So my drive to the gym is like, assuming traffic isn't crazy, it's like 20-25 minutes. So when I have the days that I do my fasted cardio and my training, I just bring my pre-training meal with me to have after cardio, hence what's going on right now. Normally I wouldn't bring like everything like this. Well, I was doing that for a while, but then somebody put me on to mixing the wet ingredients ahead of time, which I don't know how I didn't think of that sooner. Got my baby with me, by the way. But the main reason today that I brought everything separately was because Georgia was basing today's refeed on how my body responded to yesterday's refeed with the higher carbs and the higher fats with the Jersey Mike's sandwich that I am still thinking about because it was just so freaking good. But yeah, let me tell you how that went actually. So yesterday morning, my weigh-in was 119.2, and leading up like all of last week, I was ranging from 118.8 to 119.2, holding right around 119. So the goal yesterday was to push us back over 119 again, and this morning I woke up at 119.6. Everything digested great, it did exactly what we wanted it to, and so Georgia said today we're doing another refeed, but a smaller refeed. Fats are gonna stay the same as they normally do, and then we're just increasing carbs. This meal is gonna be the same as it was yesterday, which is, I dropped my box, 60 grams of rice cereal. Ooh, perfect. On a normal day, that's 40. I love my gym so much. It's so, okay, can I please? I love my gym, as I was saying. It's so bodybuilder friendly. Like, they have microwaves, they have food scales. Granted, I bring mine anyway, but they have all this stuff here. They have a fridge that people can use. Like, they have a meat machine, which obviously I can't use right now because not in my meal plan. It's got like farm fresh, like beef jerky kind of sticks in there and stuff. They also have a fridge of like pre-made meal prep from this local brand. I just love it here, and like I feel comfortable doing stuff like this. The gym that I used to go to before I switched to this one, I would have never felt comfortable sitting here talking to a camera like this and making a fucking meal. Just expressing a little bit of gratitude for Exile and everybody here. Going in with the 30 grams of protein powder, which, like I said yesterday, about a scoop. And we're gonna mix that up. Not gonna lie, I was like a little nervous yesterday about the refeed just because like it's been so long since my body has had like ranch, but I wasn't like actually nervous because my body so far has been responding to everything so well, and I know Georgia wouldn't have done it if she wasn't confident either, but I couldn't help but be a little nervous. So I was super happy this morning to see that everything digested well. Like, I didn't have any bloating. The weigh-in was just where we wanted it to be. Feeling good, feeling confident, feeling happy. My whey drip looks freaking perfect. Yay! I'm so hungry right now. But I also always feel so good after my fasted cardio. Like, I was a certified cardio skipper before prep, and now I feel like I was low-key missing out a little bit because like post-cardio endorphins are so real. Don't mind me, savoring every delicious bite. Now that that's been retrieved, regular degular 10 grams of almond butter. And our cherry on top, 10 grams of honey. I love my bloat bowl so much. Beautiful, delicious, amazing, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna eat that up, let it digest a little bit, go get my lift done, and then once I get home, I'll be having my post-training meal, of course. The rest of my meals today are all gonna look normal. I don't get like a fun one today, just because we're doing only higher carbs, so all of my sources are the same. I'm still gonna go over everything, and I'm gonna do some more just like yapping throughout about other random things that I'll hopefully think of, because I don't want this to be like too boring of a video, and I know I didn't yap yesterday, so I'll make that a priority today. Okay, let me lock in on my bloat bowl. All right, guys, we're home from the gym, and as per usual, I spent way too long there, so I am so freaking starving right now. About to make my post-training meal. It's gonna be the exact same as yesterday's, but I am equally as excited about it because I love this meal. Yesterday, I didn't show you guys how to make it because I was behind and hungry, and here I am today, behind and hungry, but I'm gonna show you how to make it anyway. So for my bagel, I use Canyon Bakehouse. I think I mentioned that yesterday, but now it's confirmed and you've seen it. I've gathered everything else that I will need. First, I'm gonna pop this in the microwave just to thaw it. Just came out of the microwave. Gonna slice this bad boy in half, and now she's gonna go in the toaster. I'm actually not gonna start it just quite yet. I had my pan heating up, so that is ready to add my turkey bacon. This is the one specifically that I use. Smells so good. Freaking starving. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna start my bagel now, and I'm gonna weigh out my egg whites. I don't know if I'm gonna need to open the other carton or not. Yes, I do need to open my next carton. $100 grams of liquid egg whites. Hot take, I don't like my bacon crispy. I like it like just cooked enough. One thing at a time, Charlotte. Now I'm gonna, in the meantime, also weigh out my NuSauce. This stuff is literally so good. I actually can't believe that I had never tried it before until the other day. And the fact that they gave me a code after I posted literally just one TikTok about them. Live, laugh, love. Code Charlotte. But yeah, we're gonna do 15 milliliters, tablespoon. Bacon is donezo. Ooh, and my bagel just popped. Perfect timing. But first, we're gonna get in our egg and our egg whites. I always cook them just right in the same pan that the bacon was in, because it's easy and it adds flavor. I go in there with a little bit of salt, some red pepper flakes. Who's your daddy? Y'all remember that video? I hope it's not just me. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys in for a better visual because I wanna show you my method to this. Okay, so the egg whites start to cook through, and then I'm gonna separate them from the yolk because you'll see, I have perfected this sandwich to my liking. Sorry, I'm locked in right now, guys. I basically cook them into like egg white patty kind of vibe, but once I flip them, I don't leave them there a lot longer at all. I do need to get my sauce on the bagel though. God, the sriracha maple is so good, dude. Ooh, I bet that would be really good with sweet potato too, 1000%. Taking off my egg whites, they're going on. And now, the yolk. Ah! Oh my God, I almost fumbled so hard. Very quick cooking process there. Hope that you could keep up. Okay, now this is the fun part. Oh my gosh, you didn't get to see. I pop the yolk in that way. I get a little messy here, but I don't even care. I can spread it all over the sandwich, like so. Oh my God, this is perfect. I'm gonna freak out. Bro. Yeah. Okay, like I said, I am starving Marvin, so gonna make love to this sandwich. And then, you know the drill. I will be back for meal 3 of double whammy refeed weekend day 2. I'm back. It is somehow 3:30 in the afternoon already. The days really get away from me sometimes. Vlogging low-key makes everything take so much longer. That's what I get for talking shit. Anyway, yes, it's time for meal 3 of our double whammy refeed weekend day 2. Today I get 250 grams of white potato. How much is this? That's way too much. I try to waste as little as possible. No, I'm gonna do cubes, for show. While we're here doing prep work and such, I figure I can yap a little bit. And I figure maybe I'll make this actually kind of informational and helpful today. So I'm gonna talk about what exactly a refeed is. I've had people ask me before, and I posted a TikTok about it once, but I figure it can't hurt to talk about it again. So a refeed day is basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a day during a deficit, a cut, where you have more food. This is done by either increasing just your carbs, increasing your carbs and your fats. For example, I increased both my carbs and my fats yesterday. Today we only increased carbs. Okay, that's 250 grams there. I'm low-key not good at multitasking. So what I'm actually gonna do is finish up with the potatoes, get my zucchini, put that in the air fryer, and then yap while it's in the air fryer. Okay, my 250 grams of white potato and 100 grams of zucchini have been put into the air fryer, and that'll take about 20-22 minutes. Don't worry, I'm not gonna yap for 20 minutes, though I probably could. I also use the same seasoning that I used yesterday, the Weber's garlic parmesan. I have been using it literally every single day for my whole prep, basically. It's really good. But like I was saying, refeeds, what are they? What's the point of them? Blah, blah, blah. Like I was saying before, a refeed day is a day during a cut deficit that you have more food. This is done by increasing either your carbs or your carbs and your fats. Like for example, yesterday, I had a refeed where both my carbs and my fats were increased, and then today I'm having a refeed where just my carbs are increased. There are several different reasons why a coach would give somebody a refeed. For example, for me, my body has been responding really incredibly well to protocol. We haven't even gotten me into like a really deep deficit, and we're still peeling away while also building and maintaining tissue in certain places where we need to. And I'm exactly 7 weeks out today, and I'm already pretty lean. We don't think that I'm gonna end up losing too much more weight overall. And what is left to be lost is probably mostly just like water weight that'll come off in peak week. Though I do have a little bit more to lose, we're in a really good place. So we're taking advantage of that, and we are refeeding my muscles, just kind of bringing them back to life a little bit, so to speak, metaphorically. But yeah, and then Georgia didn't have me send pictures today, only my weight, and then she gave me the only carb increase refeed today after yesterday's carb and fat increase. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna send her both weight and pictures. Our check-in day is Monday. Today's Saturday, by the way. So tomorrow, Sunday morning, I'm gonna send her pictures and my weight, and that way she can see the difference between what my shape and my conditioning are looking like tomorrow morning after today's refeed versus Monday morning once we have another regular day of meal plan tomorrow. And by regular, I mean back down into my deficit portions, daily meals. Which, sidebar, it's so crazy to think how prep is so incredibly calculated, and your body will literally change just from one day of refeeding like that. It's crazy pants, but in a really cool way. That is one reason why somebody would get a refeed. Anyway, another reason that somebody might get a refeed, let's say you are in your cut, you're in your deficit, you're doing everything right. Okay, enough of that. Hey, why are you yelling? He's funny. No, it's not dinner time. Such a rude interruption on Chance's part. Let's say that you are in your deficit, you're in your... What are you doing? You're in your deficit, you're in your cut, you're doing everything right, and you've hit a weight plateau. Like, you are just not dropping any more weight, you're not losing any more body fat, you're just kind of stuck. That's another scenario where somebody would probably do a refeed. This is just gonna, you know, combat the effect. Now he's drinking his water. Are you done? This refeed is gonna combat, so to speak, the effects that this prolonged deficit has on your body. You know, it's gonna do things like help keep your hormones balanced, help boost your metabolism a little bit, replenish glycogen stores in your body, all these kinds of things. And then that will hopefully, you know, kind of kickstart things again and get you past that weight plateau. And then this isn't usually like the main reason, but there is also a psychological benefit to refeeds. I feel like I've talked about this a little bit before, but obviously, I am excited about my refeed meals when I get my refeeds. Like, I'm excited to either be getting an off meal or just getting more food or whatever. But what makes me more excited about the refeed is the fact that I'm getting it, because that just shows that, like, oh, like, things are going so well and I'm doing such a good job that I get to have these refeeds. So it's just kind of like a boost of encouragement. At least that's how it feels for me. And then there is also the psychological aspect for some people where it would be more like, you know, if they have like really bad food noise, like their cravings are so bad, they're dealing with bad hunger, then obviously a refeed would be good for them psychologically, mentally, in that way. I haven't really dealt with those things very much in my prep, truth be told. Like, obviously, there are other foods that I would like to have, and I'm kind of, you know, low energy and giving up certain parts of life, blah, 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 all because of prep. But I really am not dealing with bad cravings, bad hunger, actually no hunger. I mean, I have yet to deal with like prep hunger. Like, I don't want to like jinx anything, but like this has been pretty easy for me. Before prep, I would say that I followed like mostly like the 80-20 rule. Like 80% of the time, you know, I'm eating right, as in, you know, all the whole foods, high protein, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, I do that really all the time. But there were also times where, you know, I would go eat a pizza or go to McDonald's after a night of drinking with my friends, like stuff like that. Like, me and my friends go out to eat and drink probably at least once a week, outside of prep, obviously. But for the most part, I eat the same things or the same variations of things every day. Like, I make these whole food healthy recipes, blah, blah, blah. Like, just because that's what I like to do. It makes me feel good. I like the food. So like, I was already living a bodybuilding-ish lifestyle before. And then obviously prep is far, far, far different and way more disciplined and calculated and beyond that. But because that's how I was living before, it's made transitioning into prep lifestyle rather easy for me. And it's also the fact that, like I said, we don't have me in like a deep, crazy deficit yet. So I've been yapping for so long now. And I don't like, where did I start? I started with talking about refeeds, and now here I am talking about me not having any hunger or cravings yet. Like, how did I get here? I hope that you guys at least enjoy the yap and that this is entertainment for cardio or something. Like, it's literally been 12 minutes. I have to flip the things in the air fryer. First of all, they are looking really good and smelling really good. Okay. Heck yeah. I love my meals, I really do. That's another thing, hold on. My meal plan, I genuinely enjoy every meal that's in it. I feel like people just have this conception that like meal plan is something that like you're forcing yourself to eat, but genuinely like and look forward to every meal that's in my meal plan, so like I don't get tired of it and it's not like I'm force feeding myself. So I think that's another reason that I haven't struggled too much. Obviously, I still have 7 weeks to go and things are gonna get a little nittier grittier for sure. So I'm sure I'll start to struggle at least a little bit at some point with those kinds of things. So far, I've really been coasting, and now I've been yapping for a really long time. Did I say everything that I wanted to about refeeds? I think I did. I've been trying to treat these videos as if I'm just like on FaceTime with my friends, because I feel like that helps me be more organic with talking to you guys. Okay, what's really funny is the last clip just got cut off because I ran out of SD card space. So it basically just told me to shut the fuck up. But what I was about to say anyway was that I am gonna shut the fuck up. So there's like 7 minutes left on the air fryer. I'm gonna get my chicken together and then I'll show you guys the meal, but I am gonna stop yapping, at least for now. All right, meal 3 is prepared. This is how I make it like every day, just I have more potatoes today. Normally my potato portion for this meal is 200 grams and today it was 250, for reference. But yeah, doesn't she look so yummy? I'm gonna eat this and then we'll be back as scheduled for meal 4 and perhaps a little more yap if I can come up with something, which I'm sure that I can, because clearly your girl likes to talk. All right, I am back for meal 4 of day 2 of double whammy refeed weekend. Like my other meals today, this is the same as my normal meal plan, just a bigger portion. First thing I do is take out my steak. I get 4 ounces of top sirloin, so we're gonna measure that out. I weigh it raw per Georgia's instructions. .4, I was close. Okay, I like to let that not chill, but the opposite of chill. Get close to room temp before it cooks. Do that first. Okay, while my steak is sitting out, we're gonna get my sweet potato ready, get that and the zucchini in the air fryer. I already peeled my sweet potato. Tonight I get 250 grams of this as well, same that I got with the white potato in my last meal. Normally I get 200 grams of this on a regular meal plan day. Thinking I'm gonna make it into fries for sure. Something fry-ish at least. I'm no chef now, but I try my best. And I'm definitely gonna get like way more into cooking and food content after prep. I feel like these are long. I'm gonna cut them in half, just for seasoning purposes. Something I've learned about myself is that I am obsessed with sweet potato. Cause like I can make it good savory and I can make it good sweet and it's always delicious. Perfect, 250. Then we'll throw in our zucchini. I always just season my zucchini with whatever I'm seasoning my potatoes with. Unless I was making like sweet potatoes, like using like cinnamon sugar, then I wouldn't do that. We're making them savory, so. All right, give it the old spray. I am gonna have to stop for some more of that tomorrow for show. So how I like to season my sweet potato to be nice and savory is paprika. And I season with my heart. Sea salt. And just a little bit of garlic powder. Spread that out nice and flat. Make sure everything is as it should be. Okay, so we've got that going. I'm gonna clean up, let my steak keep sitting out, and then we'll season that. And then I usually start cooking it when there's about like 6 or 7 minutes left on the air fryer, so until then. Okay, I didn't film the rest of the cooking process. Basically, I let my cast iron skillet heat up, I put my steak on it, and well, let me show you the seasoning. This is the seasoning of choice tonight for steak. The Kinders, I don't know which one is correct. Buttery Steakhouse. And then I do often also use the steak blend. They're both really good options from that brand for steak. This is what we've got going on. My fries came out so perfect looking, and I have more of the NuSauce maple sriracha that I'm gonna dip that in, and I think it's gonna be a really delicious combo. Before I devour this, let me do a cut check, see how I did with my steak cooking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't wait for all the comments about how that's raw. I like my red meat red, so I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna have my Zevia and enjoy my meal, and then we'll wrap this up when I have my meal 5 sweet treat. Hello friends, I have returned for my 5th and final meal of my double whammy refeed weekend, day 2. It is my cream of rice with whey drip. Like, that's quite literally cake. Tonight I used the peanut butter cup flavor of my Elev8 cream of rice and the marshmallow milk flavor of my Axe and Sledge Farm Fed. I got 50 grams of cream of rice, which on a normal meal plan deficit day is 40, and I also had 100 grams of strawberries, which is usually 50, but I never like include that in my days of eating just because I always just like eat it on its own as I'm making like the rest of the meal. I don't like to combine them. I mean, like, it's not bad. I've tried it, like, it's good, but I just prefer to eat them separate. I don't know, just a me thing. But yeah, that concludes my little refeed vlog. I ate so freaking good these past 2 days. And look, I'm gonna say something, hot take. That Jersey Mike sub, yeah, it was really good. It was epic. But like, my dinner tonight, my steak and sweet potatoes, low-key, like, it's better, like, not gonna lie. But don't get me wrong, I am very grateful for the Jersey Mike sub. Yeah, so tomorrow morning I will give Georgia my fasted weight, some like check-in pictures, and then we'll more than likely, I think, have me go back to my regular daily meal plan tomorrow. That way we can kind of compare what my shape looks like tomorrow morning versus Monday morning when we have our actual scheduled check-ins, and then we'll go from there. And wow, tomorrow I will be technically under 7 weeks out, guys. It's blowing my mind because, one, my prep is just flying in the blink of an eye, and in a more grand scheme of things, that just means that time is going that fast. Like, how is it April? I've been on prep for over 3 months. Well, about 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months, which is insane. It just does not feel that way. So yeah, really trying to soak this up, and making content for you guys honestly is helping me do that a little bit, just because, like, you know, I'm documenting it for you guys, so like I'm really paying extra attention to it, I guess, also, if that even makes sense. I don't know. I feel like when I talk, I don't make sense sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up because I want to sit back and relax and garden and watch New Girl and eat my sweet treat and just unwind. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the likely chaos that this video was. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my other socials. Stay tuned because I am so on top of my YouTube grind right now. And stay tuned for more videos because I am so on top of my YouTube grind right now and I'm loving it. So if there's also like any certain kinds of content you guys would want to see, please let me know. Like, I'm always trying to put out like the most high quality, entertaining, valuable content that you guys want to see. Let me know. And here is my regularly scheduled, incredibly awkward YouTube sign off. Thanks for watching, Visties. I love you guys.